Hello, I'm Midget Miner, and today we are going to be trying something a little bit different. So, I've popped onto this server, and this server is called Lemoncloud. I'll put the IP address in the description below. It's a really cool server. I definitely advise playing on it. And I thought I would start recording a series. Now, after Christmas, I'm going to begin my hardcore series, which I'm going to have a go at. I might be rubbish at, I might be alright at. But up until then, which is only like 2 videos away, but I'm thinking I could carry on with this at the same time. I've started this new project on the server. I've been playing for a little while, as you can probably tell. But we have started building this kind of medieval village, and I thought it would be quite cool just to make a series to film the making of that. So, obviously at the minute, it's a complete mess. And the first job to do, so this is where one of the other people in the village lives. So the first thing we're going to do is we need all this here covered in with dirt, which is quite a big, well, it's not a big project, it won't take long, but it's quite a repetitive task. And here it's just this hill here, and this is where the main, so the plan for the village is we're going to have a big castle sort of keep building here, and then we're going to have castle wall all the way around the outside, and then some village houses like this, maybe a dock entrance from the river, I don't know. But we're going to begin filling this in with dirt now. I think we're going to time lapse this, so let's go! Okay, I'm going to stop the time lapse there because I wanted to introduce you to, I believe he's online, one of the people who lives in this village. Let me just check he's still online. Yep, he is. So, is he in his house? This is his house, by the way. He is a very good house builder. I really like his designs. Is that him? No, that is not him. Quite a small house. But I don't even have a house because I demolished it to make way for the castles. Alright, this is Squigscar. He is one of the residents of our village. He lives in this very nice looking house. And he's going to be helping me build up the castle fort. As you can see, he is looking a lot more glamorous than me. I'm waiting to get the netherite. And yeah, I'm not just going to be building this whole time. I'll be doing other stuff as well, maybe a few PvP battles. But he'll be along too, helping me in some of the builds. There's more, but he's one of the main ones, so there you go. Okay, we are just going to get straight back into the time lapse. Off we go. Didn't take too long. I thought it might take longer, and it looks a lot better. Honestly, it was really messy before. This is still very messy. Obviously, the trees definitely have to go, but because of the not weird, you know, it's a lot more interesting, but the generation of this server, how it generates the biomes differently to normal Minecraft, the trees are a lot more annoying to take down. They're a bit all over the place, and I'm pretty sure, like you can see here, leaves don't despawn when they're not attached to wood, which is really annoying, but we have done the dirt, which is probably the most annoying part of this centre part. Obviously there's a few touch-up bits around the edges, but mostly that is this section done. So the next thing we're going to do is just have a look around the server at all the different things. So, hi Squig. So we are, at the minute, near spawn at crates. Now crates is a pretty cool way to get resources. Obviously there's nothing like a real survival world, it's very busy. But we've got ourselves 2 vote crate keys, so we're just gonna, this vote crates aren't like, oh, that's pretty nice. I have plenty of those though. That is one thing I do have a lot of. I'm mostly looking for in-game cash. Come on. Gold blocks isn't too bad. Right, Squig looks like he's desperately trying to tell me something. I'm gonna head home. And I'm gonna continue showing you around once I've seen what Squig. Oh, my home's set under here. Right, we're gonna have to change that. This is, well, my ender chest is full of different ones. But these are probably my two favourite shulkers full of good stuff. So this is my Precious's one. It's got all my diamonds in there, you can see, over a stack. And then this is the gold as well. So they're pretty good, but I think the diamond's better. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you are the ways of getting materials. Now, I mentioned earlier that materials are really easy to get on the server, and that is because of the shops. So there are three types of shops. The first one, if you do the command shop GUI, I think that's how you would say it, is just the normal shop where you can buy blocks, loads of different types of blocks. Not all of them, obviously, but decor, I think, could do with a bit more, to be honest. The food, however, is really useful if you're low on health or something. And it's actually quite cheap as well. You can buy, I think, a stack of steak for something like 3k, which is alright when you've got a decent amount of money. The garden section as well, quite useful for things like dyes. Brewing, really useful because you can buy potions. Misc is just random stuff. So, for example, there are no villagers on the server. So, villager spawn egg and bottle enchanting. As you probably saw behind me, creepers don't do it. Well, I think they do damage if you don't have good armour, but they don't do much damage and don't blow any blocks up, which is why I wasn't worried. Or you can buy the blocks or the single. Pretty sure it should literally just be 200. Yeah, it's literally just 9 times the price. I don't really know why you would buy the blocks when you could. Or, yeah, anyway, maybe if you just want to buy a lot of this thing quickly. So that's the shop. The second shop is where all the good stuff comes from. So this is the auction house, which is /AH. I'm wondering if there's any good example. No, there are not particularly. Yeah, there's not many good examples, but normally this has loads of good stuff. So it has netherite ingots, it has enchanted books, which we've got a few there. They're only good for mending. That's something that you can. Well, I'll show you the third option for shops where you can generally go for enchanted books, but then you've got pre-enchanted stuff like that. That's overpriced. I could get that. What the heck? I mean, see, that's being sold for. Oh, it's got on Breaking 10. Fair enough. This is being sold for what, 600,000. So, you know, I could easily make a lot of money, but I actually value the sword more than the money. Wither roses, I can't think of a use for those at the minute. So yeah, there's a lot of, it's always very expensive and tends to be overpriced, but it's also stuff that's really rare. The netherite ingots that were on here before have gone. You can buy full sets of armour. Black dye is actually really annoying to get, but I still think 20k is very overpriced. But yeah, so that's the second option. The third option are shops that players have set up themselves. So basically, if you know the P-Warp, I think we're going to head to the bookshop first. Now, the bookshop is a really good place because, well, it sells enchanted books like a couple. Oh. Lag. Come on. I'm trying to record. Oh, there we go. Hello, random person. So in here we can see that this sells pretty much every single book, and it's pretty cheap as well. This is why I favour this over most enchanted bookshops, because this is the cheapest place to go, and it's generally always got stock. So it's got some pretty good books and Breaking 3 mending there for about 4k, 4.5k, which is pretty cheap. You know, as we go across Riptide, channeling, you know, it's all really useful stuff. Back here, I haven't actually ever been back here because I've never needed to. Oh, it's really useful. Efficiency 5 I saw back there, multi-shot. So yeah, really good. The next one we're going to head to is Enchants. Now, Enchants, I think has a lot more range. I haven't actually specifically checked. Ooh, lag. Alright, there we go. So, Enchants, I'm pretty sure has more stock. So, it has nearly every single book you could possibly need. The issue I find with Enchants is, let me find a good example. Protection 4. It's generally all the stuff I need, or mending. Yeah, it's generally always out of stock. That's why I'm not too good with Enchants. But otherwise, you know, it's a really good shop. It's really useful. It's got all the stuff. It's got some stuff for tridents. On the next place, I think we should head to Smart Mart. Maybe. Or Sky Shop. Sky Shop's pretty good as well. Come on, TP. We'll go to Smart Mart first. Okay, so Smart Mart generally has just a bunch of useful stuff. Leather is my favourite because leather's hard to get. It has sponges as well. Netherite ingots are a bit overpriced here, 69k. I know we can get them a lot cheaper, which we're going to head to next. but it generally just sells useful stuff. So it's got a few enchanted books, and it's just got, yeah, like I said, generally useful stuff. Right, Sky Shop. Let's head. Sky Shop. Alright. P-Warps are super useful. There's a bunch for grinders as well. I can't even see the world. Hello? There we go. Okay. So Sky Shop, very limited stock, but also very cheap. So we've got netherite ingots for 20k, which is pretty good. I think it's 35k. I never know the difference. And then we've got 500 for a totem of undying, and then 800 for shulker boxes, which is really, really cheap. So I do like Sky Shop. It's quite an easy shop to get to. Well, they're all easy to get to. What I mean is it's limited stock, but it's nice and easy. I might set up my own shop later up in the server. I don't know. I'll have to see what comes after the village, because they do bring money in. And we are back. We are right. I think I'm going to make sure I set my home inside my house. Okay, I'm not sure that was a very short tour. I don't think there's really anything else to show about the server. Obviously, there's loads more things, but none that you really need to know for the moment. So, at the minute, I live on this flat dirt box, and this will not do. So, I think we're going to spend a little bit of time just building a really temporary house somewhere in that direction. I don't actually want it to be in the actual village, because then I'll have to take it down again and it'll just take longer. In the style of Squig Scars, because, I mean, look at it, it's a really nice house. Okay, it's probably going to be copying, but I just want it to be somewhere I can go, somewhere I can set my home without spending ages on a house, because I'm going to move on to this castle. So we're going to go and build that now. I mean, have I overdone it a little bit with the mixing of blocks and the leaving gaps? It looks a bit ruined, to be honest. But, I mean, like I said, it's just temporary. It'll do. It was going to be very square. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I was kind of hoping to build a small one, but I got carried away because of the claim. Took a bit out over there to make it less square shaped. Obviously, there's nothing inside yet, which is what we're going to work on next. But, oh, hello. Blow yourself up. Thank you. So, I think next we're going to work on the bit that goes on the top. I think I'm going to overhang a sort of wooden design. But yeah, I think for a temporary house, I don't think this is too bad. I think we're going to stay with it, and we're going to work on the top half now. This is what we have. Okay, it is really, really simple. It's very basic. We made use of stripped logs and normal logs. Doesn't look the same from the outside as it does. I've done a little bit in here, by the way. I've added stairs, added floor, lighted the place up a bit because I was adding a roof. But if we go outside, we can see the basic design over here. It doesn't look too bad. I think it matches the base quite well. But I think we're going to stick with it, and we're going to work on the interior now. Well, that is that storage system taken care of. I'm just using our shulkers to move all of the... Oh, that one's empty, okay. To move all of this junk from here to our base. This dirt platform is now totally finished, which is cool. It's raining. We do need to get rid of the trees, though, because they're complete eyesore. You can't really see in the rain, but when it's sunny, it's really annoying to have the trees there. So, that's our house over there, and we are just going to head home using the home command and sort out the storage system at our base. We have just got ourselves a key. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, we've got two of those now. Right, okay. Let's go over to Ultra. Grab our keys. Boop. No, wrong one. Boop. Come on, come on, cash. Oh, yes. 30k. That puts us on 70k. We're doing quite well. Right, second one. I don't really know what I'm hoping for at the minute. Probably the Mega Crate key. Come on. Oh. Before we do anything else, we're going to meet up with Squig Scar and get rid of the trees in this area because they're really annoying. So, for the second time today, we're going to hit time lapse. Let's go. you to Squig. This place looks a lot better. We've left out a few on the border, but it's pretty much done, and it took quite a while, so thank you, Squig. Anyway, base work at last. I have just spent the last maybe 15 minutes getting my armour up to scratch. So we've got these boots, which I've added netherite to. Obviously, there's some things that could do with some work, especially down in the tools section. The sword's looking pretty good, though. And also, another thing I wanted to show you was, oh look, there's Scorpionic. He is one of the members of the village, by the way. In fact, there's a couple new members showed up. So also over here, I don't know if he's still on that. Oh, here he is. There is Egmo, who is going to be living in, this is what I want to show you, this really nice new house. It doesn't look so great from this angle, to be honest, but once you get around here, it does. This nice new house that Squig Scar has made. And so yeah, the village is starting to get a few more people in it. Obviously they were still here, I just haven't recorded them yet. We've made some good progress in today's video. I think I'm going to wrap it up there because I wouldn't really call it an episode, because it wasn't meant to be honest. This was meant to be more of an intro to the server and just getting started. Hopefully next episode we'll work on the roof because that looks horrendous. The actual house has been alright though, but it's been quite a short episode, so I'm going to call it a mini-sode. But I think we've done a decent amount of work. We've had a few time lapses. We've got this area sorted. It was looking disgusting. Squig Scar's made some brilliant progress. He's got 2 really nice houses there. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.